Hello everyone, I am Neoxenoc, and I am continuing my playthrough of Resident Evil 0. I've just continued from the previous save. I've gone back to the one space where I fought the boss last time, and now I am going to start the whole thing over again, except this time I had Rebecca leave her shotgun on the ground so I can have Billy pick it up when he runs out of ammo. So hopefully this will... Whoops. Well, that was a thing that happened. Yes, start the machine. Alright. So we'll see how this goes. So if I play this right, I shouldn't also really be... Of course, should I leave my... Of course, if I play this right, I don't think Billy should have to worry too much about it. Come on. Where's the way down here? Oh, yeah. Now for the key. Yes. They give me time to examine it. I'd love to see what kind of key it is. Nope. Straight to giant venomous bug. That seems improbable, actually, now that I have a second look at it. Yeah, I'm not going to waste time with my handgun. We'll just go straight to the hunting gun. Ow. It's hard to imagine why this is doing any kind of serious damage to him. So he's already in caution. It's like, this is slightly inconvenient. Whatever. Alright. Get out of here. Try to back away from the rest of his body. Alright. Why, yes. Yes, I would. I hope this does it, because if I run out of ammo before I kill him, I don't know what else I'm going to be able to do. Should be all of those, so... I'm going to run complete. You're going to force me to run completely out of ammo, aren't you? This is just perfect. Just... Are we done yet? So honestly, there's nothing interesting about this battle except, I don't think I'm even hitting him. Am I on ammo? I am completely out of ammo. I guess my only option at this point is to, aside from committing suicide, is just to go back and get my bloody knife. She's not even screaming out anymore. She has to be dead at this point. Got to be shit. Okay. I seriously just do not know what to do about you.
Resident Evil 0.
Okay. Alright. Let's, I guess I'll have to go online and see what they say about the strategy about it. Stupid centipede creature, Resident Evil 0. So, yeah. So, I don't know if it's just that I have to shoot him in a specific way in order to elicit the most amount of damage from him, if some of the shotgun shots are just not going through the way they should. Or if I am doing things right. And because I've tried this once or twice off screen just to make the attempt, but I haven't really gotten much of a better strategy for it. So, yeah. If you get in this way, it'll hurt you. Back of the column, it will hurt Rebecca again. After you shoot it, the centipede will head south, and it will circle around the side of the column and do it over again. Be careful, though. The centipede does break from its usual pattern. I didn't even get it to break from its usual pattern. I don't think I did, anyway. So basically, I just keep shooting at it, especially when it stops to hurt Rebecca. So, I think my only option at this point is just to get a bigger gun. But I don't know where else to go, because the only other thing place I've gone that I don't know. I have nowhere near enough healing items for this game. But that's part of the fun, isn't it? This is definitely, so far, a more challenging game, I think, than Resident Evil 1, even. I've also been thinking a lot about what I will, because I do want to play Resident Evil 1 after this, but I'm trying to debate if I should do one of my PlayStation originals or if I should do the HD remaster that I have on Steam. But, you know, I've had to dial back the graphics of this so much, and it's even still having a... Oh, right, I need to press the... And it's still having such a problem trying to handle this game. It's just slightly too... My graphics card apparently is just slightly too weak to handle Resident Evil 0. I had to dial it almost completely back, at least without having to resort to what was even I was saying? I got distracted. So I also did go and find out exactly what that creature was that I had found before. Apparently it's like a collection of those one creatures I had seen before, leeches or something like that, essentially trying to imitate one of the why do I even have a point clicker here on the screen? Alright, so I suppose my other option is that I can just start going someplace else. And I always keep pressing the top button I really need to switch it so that my top button here, because I have it considers it the controller that I'm using, it's a Logitech V310 or F310 or something like that. And I got it because it's basically as close to a PlayStation controller as I could get on the budget that I had at the time. And yet it considers it an Xbox controller. I'm guessing just because of the button configuration, but I got it because it is basically as close to a PlayStation controller as I could get, which is what I'm used to. So, going and investigating the area, because the area I couldn't do before was because that one powerful creature pretty much killed me the first couple of times I looked through it. Then it killed me again because another one showed up, so I'm just not sure what to do. So yeah, and that was this left area here that I went through, because I went to the bathroom, which is that room just right up there. I suppose I could look in some of the other areas and see what else I can find. Hey, there's like a whole thing out there. Yeah, so you can already see sort of the frame rate slowing down a bit. The studio program I have to record these sessions is also even telling me that frames are being skipped whenever I play this game. It's just not handling it very well, and I'm thinking that when I do, because I don't really have an HD option for Resident Evil 2 or 3 anyway, and even though, I mean, there's no Resident Evil 0 and 1 HD equivalent, because apparently the Disneyest of consoles, they didn't get around to doing that, or maybe that was sort of when the franchise fatigue set in, and that's when they decided to do Resident Evil 4. It was because this game and the remake of Resident Evil 1 did not do so well, which is a shame, because I mean, if I could... Maybe I'll just save shotgun shells and I'll just try to resort to just keeping to my handguns. Door is locked, but there doesn't seem to be a keyhole anywhere. The top part is engraved with the image of a cloud. Oh yeah, I think I saw that before. It's that. There it is. Yeah, back off. Back off. Back the heck off. Holy crap. Okay. Alright, hold on a moment. Let me switch to... Shame, H. Christmas. Hold on a moment. Great, now she is completely out of ammo. Okay, fine. Great. Well, this is fun. I seriously feel like I'm playing Resident Evil hard mode. Okay, so...
0.
I get that this whole game is about... And this is kind of the problem I have with, like, certain games. It's like, yeah, it was too easy. We need a hard mode. And then all it does is makes... All they do is make all of the enemies, like, so difficult that it's, like, within a razor's... Because I've been watching... I don't know what his actual name is, but he runs a website or a Twitch account called 4H Productions or something. 48 Production, or I don't know. But anyway, he's been doing like a hard mode run of the hardcore mod of Final Fantasy VII. And now, Final Fantasy VII, like it is with many people, one of my favorite games, honestly. But some of the enemies, I mean, hard mode to a lot of people just seems to be you have to use like every like cheap thing available in the game in order to win combat. And I can understand the appeal of that. There is definitely an appeal of being able to go up against like the hardest enemy or hardest group of enemies available and just eking by and finally pulling out that well-deserved win by just playing the game smart. And I don't disparage the fact, but it's just not... It's something that appealed to me when I was younger, but nowadays I just don't see the appeal in it. I just don't. Because the way he was playing the game, he pretty much had to... he was winning most of his battles just because he was loading up all of his characters on hero drinks, I think it was. And, I mean, it's a game that appeals to people who have played the game a bajillion times and, you know how to... I mean, I'm a much more casual gamer than I used to be when I was younger. And I do like things to be challenging. I honestly do. But there's a difference between challenging and facing opponents that are just using the cheapest possible things that they can do. Like, there are a lot of, in that hardcore mod of Final Fantasy VII, for example, there are just a lot of, you all die, you all die, you all die. And granted, there are defenses against that, but I mean, it's like when you have to use basically the same cheap tactic to win every battle, you know, auto-resing yourself, loading up with hero drinks just to not instantly die from an attack, and only winning because your opponent had, you know, just it just gets irritating after a while. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't knock it until I try it. And I forgot to... Alright, well... So this forces me to face off against one of those creatures just right off the bat. So, but maybe I can go in and grab all the things that I need, and if I can stop constantly switching between the two. The problem is that I need these shotgun attacks for later. I don't even have enough ammunition between these two to last one boss fight. So of course, I am just kind of stupidly sitting here and firing at it when I probably should just be turning tail and running in the other direction, which, I mean, survival horror game. This is not a game where you're, the hero. That's, Resident Evil 4. And, you know what? I should actually restart again because, I came up to load up on new items and I completely forgot to empty out my inventory of unnecessary things. So, and I don't know, there's a couple of herb things there. I don't know if there's any worthwhile ammunition in that room. Of course, I could spend this save going to try to find it. Of course, it could prove useful to have, if only because, it might help Rebecca last longer if she had more healing items on her. Of course, healing items are in very limited supply, as anything else is. So there's the ink ribbon and the microfilm. Here I will leave the herbal mix. One of the things that I would do in the other Resident Evil games is in order to avoid enticing me and forcing me to, actually act like this is a survival horror game, I would intentionally leave healing items so I wouldn't it would force me to conserve them, sometimes against my own will and probably better judgment. Anyway. Actually, on that point, I should probably keep your handgun equipped. Because I really shouldn't be using my limited shotgun supply over there either. Actually, that should probably be my strategy to fight these things, is to not fight them at all. I am simply not equipped to fight those things properly. If anything, the best outcome would be for me to get some more shotgun shells, or better yet, a more powerful weapon. The faucet is completely dry. It's probably broken. Just clicking on anything in the hopes that I find something. All I have is a gas can and this, what I'm hoping is a red herb. Yes, take the gas tank. It's just a green herb. Oh, disappointing. Is that seriously all there is in this room? I risk death to come here. Alright. It is time to exit. Excuse me. 'Twas a lovely bathroom, but you can keep it. Okay. That's basically all there is here. Why didn't I ever had a moment where it's like, why didn't I do that before? Ugh. I'm too used to playing games where you just go up to them and shoot them. Excuse me. So, I think I've been just about everywhere that I can be. So I have all the ammunition that I know that I basically can get. Which is a shame. I hope I didn't need to fight that stupid monster for any reason. Then again, maybe I'm thinking too much like this is an RPG. Of course, I'd probably have more ammunition if I didn't use a lot of it before. I could always go downstairs and see if I have any more that I haven't found already. It wouldn't hide. I mean, it is right here. But then again, all this might do is cause a tyrant to spawn in one of my safe areas. Huh, there's a locked door over there. Interesting. Yeah. So I wonder where this training facility is in relation to the ARGH mansion, because I honestly thought we'd be going there at some point. But then again, it wouldn't make any sense to host any part of the game there, considering that it wouldn't have much. I mean, if you went through it and unlocked doors and killed, I mean, of course, monsters would respawn, but certain creatures died in specific areas. So there is one. There's just a wall of fire in the way. Fair enough. Can I run through it? No, I can't. Won't even let me go near it. I cannot believe this place is still on fire. But then again, in game time, only not very much time is supposed to have passed, because if I were pacing this like someone who knew what they were doing, I probably would have finished the game by now. Of course, that's half the fun, is revisiting the game when you know what you're doing a little bit better and can actually pursue a lot of the strategies that you had failed to do when you initially went through there. But then again, at that point, you're using knowledge that the character themselves wouldn't have, and basically would need precognition in order to complete certain tasks. So you're already sort of breaking a certain level of immersion, but you know, a lot of what you don't know involve like mechanics and, you know, things that the character might know on the other hand. So I don't know. Game developers have gone kind of wishy-washy on, you know, that sort of thing before. If that jumble of words I said made any sense. So yeah, I basically have already visited every area that I can visit. That isn't locked or behind. That isn't locked behind a door. Wait a minute. Okay, so yeah. I was trying to see, did I forget to go through an area? Because it looks like... But no. I would need to go through that red door to get through any of those other green doors, and I don't think this area... Because it looks like that area and is connected to an area I've already been to, but it is not. But yeah, it looks like I have no choice at this point. Except to go against the centipede. You know, you watch South Park a little bit too much when you keep trying to call it the human centipod. Didn't watch that movie, and I'm not really certain that I would care to. The movie that parody from South Park is based on. Alright, so 12 gas tanks that I have absolutely nothing on which to use it on. So I really wish it would just give me like a chest or something instead of forcing me to lie it about the ground like this. I mean, it's more like, hey, you can do this now, whereas you couldn't do it before, and like I understand that compulsion, but you know, the problem with that is that its organization is kind of a mess. I mean, even if they had, I mean, I think it would have been better if they just had, if you could do this, but you also had like a box you could put everything in, and then you can just go back to that box. Like, I mean, the immersion breaking thing from later Resident Evil, the classic one from the PlayStation, Resident Evil 2 and 3, all of them, is that all of the boxes connected, so it sort of breaks the, you know, item shuffling that you have to do in these games. All of these are green herbs, aren't they? Are you a green herb? Yep. I think I saw in the other menu that it was a green herb anyway. Other thing I don't like doing is I don't like combining green herbs with anything other than red herbs. It just seems like you're being not efficient. You're being inefficient. So, I shall leave you here. At least this way, I should be able to have Carlos come back. And we can pick up the... I mean, especially with her and caution like that, it does mean I have to be... You cannot leave any more in this room. Why do you even have the... Okay. 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 Alright. I can also do this too. There, so that shotgun is full, which means I won't be carrying as much of this around. So that gives him one solid reload with that weapon before he has to pick up the other one. Actually, if anything, I could also have them just simply exchange the guns too. I wonder which one is more powerful. You know, I might as well just have her use this. Yay, she's fine now. Or at least she's a lot happier. Actually, on this point. Okay. So if I have them both carry the knife, he would be able to run through both of these and still be able to pick up her gun. It also means I wouldn't be able to give him this handgun. And really finally just finish off all of the bullets. This is irritating. Well, and truly irritating. Are they different knives? They came at a different angle from one another. Resident Evil 2 is pretty much a perfection of the survival horror craft. It's one of the best games ever, in my opinion. But one of the downgrades that they did is that you couldn't, like, examine items like this, and it was one of my favorite things about Resident Evil 1. I can't remember if they had brought it back for Resident Evil 3 or not. So, for self-defense. So they are exactly the same. Alright. Alright, stop doing that. Okay. He is equipped for war. We should be as prepared as is possible. So we will save again. No. We'll just leave that on the floor and we'll get it back whenever, and hopefully before the ants get to it. So yeah, this place, we are as prepared to fight this thing as we can get without restarting the game and trying to get here with more ammo. Alright, let's try this one more time. And actually, I will leave the remaining ink ribbons back on the floor. And that will be the end of that. Go on. Oh, right, this is the locked one. Is that here before? I don't remember this. Yeah! No, get off. Ow. Ah. How irritating. Well, that was a thing. You've got to be... How did I miss this room? Where am I? Okay. So... more shotgun shells. Got a grenade launcher. This is like a freaking Christmas present over here. I can't believe I missed this. I'm seriously disappointed with myself. I mean, I'm kind of to the point to where I want to... Okay. I seriously want to go back and... Yeah, we're doing this all over again.
Resident Evil 0.
Like, I wasted that save gaining basically nothing, so I'm going to go back here. We're going to go back and get the things that I had gotten from the other room, and then I'm going to go to that room and get those things. And then we will save and fight the stupid bug. It's like a freaking moment of revelation. Inventory management. So I don't need that. I don't need currently the microfilm. I currently don't need... And I currently don't need this. Alright, let's go get him. The only items even in here was these two. Assuming I don't get any extra damage, I'll probably just eat the herb. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Thank you. Goodbye. Alright. Let's go to the other room. After I combine these. Actually put it a little bit further back over here. Because without the bottles, they are kind of useless. So, yeah, I will have him. I'll just use those 2 shotgun rounds in the hunting rifle. I really need to see if whether the hunting rifle or the other rifle is more powerful, or if it's just a higher ammo capacity version of the other one. I have to say, I really love the ambient music in this game. Resident Evil 1 also had great ambient music. For the most part. Alright, shoot, 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 shoot. Pew, pew, pew. Alright. There's 2 shots from that. Let's switch. I just went into caution. Okay. But seriously. Hunting rifle. I'm just trying to see real quick if there are any stats about the 2 guns that I have. Doesn't matter. Painting of an aristocratic lady. The painter has accentuated her sense of nobility. I kind of hoped there'd be a little bit more dialogue at this point between Billy and Rebecca, but then again, I guess there isn't just isn't a whole lot to say. Do I have enough space for it? I will if I leave that. Yes, please. I will take the grenade launcher. Do you even how a grenade launcher would really... Oh, I don't know. Large grenade launcher featuring revolver-style chamber. It's currently loaded with regular grenades. Interesting. So, I guess I'll just go back to the main room and just figure out what my item management is going to look like at this point. But hey! I wanted more powerful weaponry to fight against that thing, and ask and ye shall receive. sometimes it helps just to put down the controller for a little while and just add some perspective. So I know that those statues go up on this lady right here. Question is what's going to happen once I put them up there. There's something written on the base. When good and evil are brought into balance, a new path will be opened before you. Of course, whenever you activate like a major story puzzle in these games, it could open a whole lot of other things that I don't want to deal with. But then again, it might be my only course going into the future. So, I have a grenade launcher. Perhaps I should start exchanging a few items. I don't have enough. Okay. That works. Because I can start off using the grenade launcher and just drop it off when it doesn't work. In the meantime, I can pick up that other statue. And now I don't have to resort to using a knife, like a sucker. Where did I leave? Ah, there it is. Alright. First things first, let's solve this one stupid puzzle. With the stupid statues to the bigger stupid statue. So, this wasn't the thing. These are the wrong statues, maybe? Okay. Maybe these were even dumber than I thought they were. It's not quite equal yet, but I'm guessing I have to find something else later on that will help with that. But either way, they can stay there for now. Right. Armed, armored, and raring to go. that one overwrite this one. Alright, and I think that's what all I'll do for now. I'll continue this next time. So, take care, good luck, and goodbye.